Welcome to Models Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is an episode of Blaster Maintenance. Today's subject is the worker Harrier. I partially broke down this blaster ahead of time. This is the easiest way I found to do it. What you do is that you'll leave the top metal rail partially in with the screws on the back still attached. So, in the eventuality, you're taking out two small top rail screws and the two side screws as well. Once you get it broken down, you're right at the plunger rod and head. You're also at the pusher and pusher O-ring. Okay, it's a really simple blaster to clean and lube. You know what you want to do first of all is you want to look down the plunger tube and inspect the catch for wear. There's a little bit of wear there, but not a terrible amount. Keep in mind, I run this blaster 90% of the time. This is like one of my go-to blasters. So what you want to do first is you want to gently wipe off any dirt or contamination from your plunger rod or head. This is a Sabre plunger rod and head, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I only use Sabre parts in my Harrier and in my Seagull. What I'm doing right now is the same maintenance that you would do for your worker Seagull too if you have one. Okay. You also, if your spring starts to shoot a little soft, which does happen after a while, now would be the time to change out your spring too. Okay. Now, as I said, this maintenance system will work for the Harrier, the Seagull, and the nuclear Harriers. I do recommend Sabre parts, but you don't have to use them. You know, that's up to you. You know, but me, I've never had any problems with mine. As I said, it's not hard to do. You know, and some people, they're actually very scared to open up their blasters. Now that I've got it lubed, and all I really did was I lubed the plunger rod and head, and I lubed this O-ring here and the O-ring on the pusher as well. Okay. Now, when it comes time to assemble this blaster again, here's the trick for closing the shell and not having an issue. But you guys to pay very close attention. Shove it down in the hole. This is just a barrel. Just any barrel will work. Shove it down till it catches, okay? Then put the safety on. I cannot stress that enough. You put the safety on this blaster. Slide it back together like so. Feed one screw in, and you feed the other one in. This is a 2mm hex key. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what this blaster takes to remove all the screws on. It's just a 2mm hex key, which is really nice. You know, nice simplified hardware. That's why I love worker product, especially the newer stuff. Just simply because you can put it together and take it apart with such ease. This blaster legitimately is very easy to work on, and it's a premium blaster, no less. So, which means that, you know, as long as you take care of it and you clean and lube it, because a lot of people in the community, they don't do things like that. You know, they don't clean and lube. Now, I'm just going to attach the top rail, lock the two screws in, and I'm going to run a couple darts through this thing. Keep in mind, I have the safety on this blaster right now. And it is technically a primed blaster. This is actually the easiest way to close this blaster. And again, this technique will work for the Harrier, the Seagull, and the nuclear Harriers that are coming out, or that are already out in China. I haven't ordered one of those blasters yet. Maybe I will. Now, I did hear something rather disturbing today. I ordered one of those siren blasters. I ordered the pump action Springer, the bullpup looking blaster. And it was, I got a notice from Siren that said that they're starting to ship out some of the blasters. The ones that they are shipping out is the pistol. Well, I didn't order the worthless pistol. I saw it as a non-issue, and I thought the pistol was rather hideous. You know, but again, I didn't order the pistol. I did order the primary Springer rifle because I thought that was more my speed. And that was not shipped, and neither is the flywheeler, which nobody has seen yet, which is rather interesting. So I was kind of disappointed in that, but it is what it is. But as I said, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Your Harrier is cleaned, lubed, and back together. Now, when you open your blaster up, I suggest that you prime it before you take out these two screws here. It just makes life so much easier, especially when you're assembling it. It's not hard, and like you said, like you saw, all I did was I just kind of rammed the plunger rod and head home, and then I assembled the blaster back together. And always, I had to put safety on. This blaster here, the Seagull, and my M79 are like legitimately the only blasters that actually have safeties in them anymore. The reason being is this safety actually has a functional purpose to it. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching how to clean, lube, and maintenance the Worker Harrier and or Worker Seagull. And until next time, this is Myler's Mods signing off.